at home. I'm also a sound
Ladies
engineer.
and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's 5:55. My name's Tim Dowd, and it is Meetup Monday. We're here in Cayo at the El Jable restaurant, which is above the Nebula restaurant, right in the centre of Cayo. It's quite warm. There's a bit of a breeze, but there is no sun. And the sun's been hiding all day. I think the sun has not got his hat on today. No sun hat today, ladies and jelly spoons. The sun does not have his hat on. Behind me is the Mind Hotel, and we've just arrived. I'm having a Tim Tonic and Lime. I can see that we're coming online right now, and skip the advert. I got an advert in Spanish for trains. Let me know in the comments what you got. There you go. Who's on? Loads of people on. There's 26 people watching already. 26 of you already. Good God. Mike Davis was the first one on. Hi, Tim. Sorry, long time no see. Trust you and Christina are well. Can you please give me the best online Spanish learning site, please? Thanks. I will give you the same as I always give. It is called Spanish with Paul. Spanish with Paul. Search him on YouTube. There's 10 free lessons in a series of mini course. And there's also another 20 or 30 lessons for specialities. But the 10 free lessons as a mini course is a taster. At the end of that, go to his website, SpanishWithPaul.com, and give him your email address. If you don't like a lot of email, give him a throwaway one, like a Google account or something. And he'll give you 50% off his course, which I recommend buying. Now, I don't get any money for this. He doesn't have an affiliate, so I don't get a kickback or anything. But it is $99 US for 1 year of access. So make sure that you pay him on the day that you want to start, and then within a year you will definitely have enough Spanish to go on holiday and chat with people. And understanding, you need to do a vocabulary course, because he doesn't teach a lot of vocabulary, but he teaches you how to speak, and all you need to do is to learn. And there's a free resource called SpanishDict.com, which is SpanishDictionary.com, SpanishDict.com. That's a free resource. There's an app and a website, and that's great for learning vocabulary, what things are called, and verbs and stuff, and conjugations. But Spanish with Paul is the guy that will bring you from level 1 to level 9 within 12 months. Definitely 100%. And it is the best one I've seen. You don't have to do it every day. In fact, he doesn't want you to do it every day. There's resources that you can look at as well. He does sell a comprehension course, and he does sell a vocabulary course, and he does sell club. So there's lots of stuff that you can buy on top of that. And it's all very good. It's just it all costs $99 each. But that's the one that I would recommend. The main course and maybe the comprehension course. Okay? So tell him I sent you, just in case he decides to have an affiliate program, because my year's access has run out. But you can, in fact, if you do the comprehension course and the vocabulary course, they're downloadable, so you get to keep those. But the main course is totally online. You can access it using an iPad, a phone, or a computer, of course. But we were really pleased with it, weren't we, Chris?
Yeah.
So how was your Spanish now? Even though it's English to Spanish, right?
Yeah,
And you're German.
That was quite hard, because I always had to translate from English to German, and then I knew what the Spanish word would be, but...
She's got a better vocabulary than I do, in fact. She really does. But it teaches you things. It doesn't start like, hello, how are you? My name's Tim. It starts off like, I want, I need, I have, I can, I can't. So it really sort of like starts you off. After 2 weeks, you could actually come on holiday and be okay in a bar or a restaurant or a hotel. So it's really, really good. The very first lessons are to do with how much Spanish you already know as an English speaker, because a lot of the Spanish words are very similar to English, just a different way of pronunciation, or maybe it's a little bit longer. Maybe they add an O to the end, like acto, yeah? Or maybe they shorten a word, or maybe there's a slightly different ending, but there's 1,800 words you already know immediately. So I was really impressed with it. and it's a shame he doesn't do an affiliate link because I'd be a millionaire. But yeah, go ahead and do that. Okay, so it's Meetup Monday. Meetup is no good if there's nobody here, is it? Yeah. So first of all, I'm just going to show you Chris. Now I've set the camera up perfectly, but I've got to move it now because Chris is over here. I just want to make sure I'm not going to knock anything over. Here she is.
Hello.
And you're quite happy in the background today, are you?
Very happy.
She doesn't like being on it really. She doesn't really like being on it. Hey, could I blog with this, do you think? What do you think? Is it wide enough to hold in your hand? I think it is, isn't it? It's just very heavy, that's all.
Exactly. You have some muscle training. Good evening.
Yeah, this is Christian Mouse or Moose?
It's pronounced mouse
Yeah?
in the Netherlands, but everyone says
Mouse.
moose.
So,
on everyone.
Mouse. It's going to be Mouse.
Yes. Without an E.
Without an E.
Mickey's not my brother.
Mickey's. He's heard all the old ones there, all the old ones there.
Yeah.
And of course it's Mariska. And can we show Jesse? Can we show you Jesse? And of course Jesse. Now Jesse starts with the J as well, so it's Jesse, right, isn't it? But you say Jesse. Yeah. But English people would say Jesse, right?
Yes.
And Mariska? That's like seafood.
Seafood.
In Spanish, Mariska, paella. Mariska is seafood paella.
Okay.
Oh, serious?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
I might be wrong.
I don't know.
I might be wrong. Does Christina know what seafood is in Spanish?
Very nice.
Something similar, anyway.
Mariscos.
Mariscos. Okay.
You should think after 15 years on the island, I should know, but
I don't know.
I really don't.
So we got to get close.
Yeah.
There we go. Let me do this.
The last time we were here, I remember it was very hot
Yeah.
that day, and we had I don't know who he was. We had a guy online, and he made some kind of bars or something from cars.
Oh yeah.
From front
That's
end on
right.
cars
I
and-
just thought he's coming over soon.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Serious.
It's
Yeah.
what's the company called? It's Ian. His name is, yeah.
Ian, yeah.
And he's chopping a car in half.
Yeah.
And then making
For
it.
bars and tables
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
on the wall and
I'll put a link up here to the website where you can take a look at it because he's coming over soon.
okay.
He's coming over soon.
And soon in Spanish is like in the next 2 months, but
I don't know when it is, but let me just see. He did message me.
cheers.
Limo Spares, Limospares. Boom. I don't know whether I can read these out. Can I read these out? Oh, you're over in August. Okay, so that's next month. Awesome story about Kenny Dalglish because I'm doing a sports show with Webby now. You know that?
Yeah.
You've seen that?
I've
Yeah.
seen it.
I'm gonna get a bit close. There you go. We're doing a sports show with Webby now, so he's coming with a very hilarious story about Kenny Dalglish. Do some filling about the Ferrari. Oh yeah, there's a Ferrari he's going to cut in half as well. He hasn't done that yet. We've also done a mobile. A what? Can I read this out?
I don't. To be honest, the Moulin Rouge is
The Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, so
okay.
why can't we?
Okay.
Yeah.
We've also done a mobile brothel for a company in Amsterdam, which is the story he's going to tell us about. The brothel bus. There you go. Loads of funny stories and projects I'm sure you've used to love. Yeah, so Ian will be on. So you've got to be better than Ian now.
I don't know if I've that kind of stories, but
First of all, tell us where. Oops, let me get you a bit lighter. There you go. Tell us where you're staying. I know you all stay at the same place, but tell us where you're staying.
yeah, we're staying at the Rio Buena Vista
In
and in the Playa
Playa
Paraiso.
Paraiso.
And when we first came here, I think it's 18, 19 years ago. I'm looking at Mariska. It's 15th time we come here. in the first 3 years of Jesse after his birth, we didn't come to Tenerife. And
2007 was the first time, I think.
2007, the first time you came. But it's the Rio Buena Vista, yeah?
Rio Buena Vista. And when we first came here, it was from Dunas.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Dunas is also
A group, yeah.
a group. And after Dunas rented it out for Rio, Rio wanted to purchase it, and well, they finally could years ago. So they refurbished the whole thing.
Okay.
And
so it wasn't a timeshare place; it was always a hotel, right?
it was always an hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. It's, as far as I know, and Dunas was never a sharing
Not a
timeshare.
timeshare, no.
No.
So you've been coming a long time. So the area must have changed a lot from the beginning. I'm going to put a video up here of my drone footage that I took. I took that for
From
you,
the
right?
hotel? Yeah, you sent it to
Yeah,
me.
I
You
sent
sent
you.
it to me.
So we got some drone footage up here that I'm going to link to see the hotel. It's a beautiful hotel, and it's been done
Absolutely.
up 2 or 3 times, I think, in the last 15 years, hasn't it?
I only know once. Yeah,
Really?
they refurbished in the time of Dunas. They once in a while they refurbished the rooms, but
Gotcha.
just painting and new furniture.
Gotcha.
But now a few years ago they totally redone the whole hotel.
Wow.
But like you said, the area has changed a lot because when we first arrived, what now is Hard Rock Hotel, those were just flats.
Right, right.
And they changed it into the Hard Rock Hotel, and you see a lot of work around here. And
They're doing the water mains now as well. There's a massive water mains thing. That's why you can't come through the banana plantation anymore, because of the water mains. But they are
still working on it though.
But within 2 weeks, it will be paved and open again.
Okay.
So either this week or next week.
Okay.
It'll be
They are
paved.
working on it right now. When we arrived, it's always guessing is it open or not. But
No, I mean,
my experience in Tenerife is when they start something, it takes a while to finish.
it does.
You
it does.
explained it how
Linear.
it works, and I believe, Mr. You said it was a private road, and
It was a private road, and he wasn't going to reopen it. And then I think there was some. I'm only speculating now, but I think something happened. It could have been palm greasing or threats. I don't know. But then they decided, all of a sudden, that it was going to be 2 lanes, so one each way. It was a single lane, right?
you always have to back down.
You always
when
have to back, yeah.
When you came from the other side.
Yeah. If you came on the wrong side, then you always had to back up. So, but now it's 2 lanes, so you can pass 2 cars, and even 2 buses. And on one side of the road there is a 2-meter sidewalk pavement,
Okay.
and on the other side is a 1-meter pavement, and it's wheelchair friendly from the road here all the way over to the road at the other side.
That's what I mean. When the area is still evolving to what it is now.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah.
So what is the biggest change, apart from the Hard Rock Hotel, what was the biggest change in Playa Paraiso for you?
The biggest change is the boardwalk, of how do you say it? The walk around.
The maritime walkway?
The maritime walkway.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing that they still haven't managed to clean the air on the backside of the Rio.
Oh yeah, no, there's one.
The sewage.
There's about 20
only,
meters.
Yeah, about 20 meters.
Where you just have to hold your breath.
Hold your breath
Yeah.
and just walk.
It is, you know.
And
You're meeting like 8,000 breakfasts. You're meeting around.
You should think they
Yeah, no.
it could be manageable.
You
but
should eat some potpourri. Let's see what you guys say.
maybe that helps.
Let's see what you guys say. So that was Mike Davis we answered the question for. Okay, I think everybody's saying hi. Excuse me, I'm not writing the names out today, but there's loads, all packed and ready. Rigor Morty's coming out tomorrow.
116 people.
Charlie. Terrible weather. All the usual suspects are on. Okay, Larry says Tuesday one morning here in Malaysia. Tim, you missed Malaysia once. You worked in Kulim before. Ipoh City is halfway between Penang Island and Kuala Lumpur. Okay, now I know of Ipoh, but I never actually went to visit. But I was living at the Traders Hotel in Magazine Road on Penang, and the taxi driver would take me to the work every day. And he'd on the way home, he'd always have 2 cold beers for me in his car. That was fantastic. I really enjoyed that.
We've got some new viewers now.
We got some new viewers.
Yeah,
Cool.
Marion is a friend of ours. She says hi, so hi. We for years we're trying to take her to this island.
To Penang.
How do I say it? A nephew of mine was married with her. At the time, we went to Gran Canaria. And now they're not married anymore, but for years I'm trying to get her on this island. But
Okay.
she likes the snow in the winter more than...
Snow in the winters up the Teddy.
No, not here. She likes skiing, so
you
she
can't
has
do
2
any of that.
holidays and...
Talking about the weather. Been to Tenerife 3 times, Charlie, now. Want to live there now. You coming over. You coming over. Marion von Buchten. Hi, darling
That's
Jesse.
the one, yeah.
Jesse Moose, any relation to Christian Moose? Yep.
Yes.
This is Christian Moose. Mouse. Okay.
son.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, he's on the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am his child. You'll say his best mate.
Apparently, I hope so.
His best mate, yeah. I went to a palm reader, and I said, I don't believe in palm reading. She says, just a minute. Your father is in a cat house in Las Vegas. I said, ha, my father's in the kitchen. She says, no, your mother's husband is in the kitchen. Your father's in a cat house in Las Vegas. Okay, I think we got down to everybody. I know I didn't read everybody out today, but I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Christian Mouse we've got here with Mariska. And somebody said that Mariska is Hungarian and means of the sea.
Ah.
Of the sea. So it's not seafood, it's of the sea.
No.
So it sounds a bit better, doesn't it? Here's me calling you a paella. And of course, you're more like Ariel.
Yeah. And now we were talking about the area. One thing I remember now, when we walked out on the Maritime Walkway yesterday, we saw the cliffs we were diving from years ago, but they also closed it down. I think it's a good thing.
Well, there was a
there were
couple
lot
of doctors and their children that were swept out to sea.
Yeah.
And that was terrible. That was really terrible, because I mean, 3 families were involved, you know, and so it is a dangerous coast here.
Yeah.
We lost some Scottish boys just down here last year. They went diving, and
but the restaurant.
the Quo and the Edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was. So you got to be careful in the sea here.
Yeah. In the Netherlands, I'm a lifeguard instructor.
Yeah. We.
And I always, when I go somewhere where I'm not familiar with, I'm always looking out and seeing some things that maybe other people don't see.
Yeah.
And
like great big cliffs and waves crashing into them.
yeah, that's what everyone sees. But you can see the currents on the how do you say, the white
Riptide.
things, the white things, the white. Yeah.
The foam on the waves.
The foam on the waves. Sometimes you see waves, and on some area how do you say it? You see some foam instantly. It's not instantly. I try to.
Going the wrong way, or?
No. So you're looking at. Oh, there are some
okay.
foam. How do you say that's not instantly?
Surprisingly.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But I see those things, and then I wonder from what's going on there,
And
So-
it could be a tide, a rip tide, or a current, an undercurrent, or
Yeah,
something that's going to
mostly
take you out to sea.
it has to do with some deepness. So
Okay.
it's a little shallower there. So
I
the
never
waves-
go in the sea.
No,
Ever.
you
Never go
told
in
me
the sea.
for last year.
No, I never go in the sea. In fact,
No.
I was looking
Mine is
down
good
here,
open.
and some people were talking to some people. When was it? Yesterday.
Yesterday was Sunday.
It was. I went out for a Tim and tonic last night, and I met two people who shall not be named because they're not supposed to be on the island. They're remote workers, yeah, and they think they're in a bedsit in Brighton, and they're not. So, yeah, how can I help you? The weather's terrible in Brighton today.
But what
It
should-
wasn't Brighton. I changed the name to protect the innocent.
But what should be the problem?
I don't know. She just didn't want me. She didn't want to be interviewed, and she didn't want to me to say that she was on the island.
No. But from.
The problem of the sea. They went in the sea, and there was. It was a bit cloudy. And I said, well, it's probably just the roughness of the wind. So, yeah.
It could be hazardous.
It could be hazardous, yeah. It could be hazardous.
Especially
The red
when-
flag is sometimes not for the waves.
No, absolutely not. It can be, but in most cases it's just the wind or it's the current. It's
But we have a
It's
dramatic
surprising.
amount of drownings on the island each year.
yeah.
And it's mostly old Germans who go in the sea and have a heart attack.
Yeah, from the cold. Well,
Yeah.
when you swim out,
Yeah, it's cold water shock.
the first meters are okay,
Yeah.
but then you go further out or you're going down, then the cold can catch you.
The alisios here, which is like the trade winds, they bring a certain temperature of water, and the temperature never exceeds 24 degrees ever
No,
in the Canary Islands, in the surrounding waters. Yeah, you're going to get it in the shallows, right?
yeah,
But the actual sea itself never comes above 24 degrees. And if you can imagine, if you're there and you're there for maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you're going to go into hypothermia and go into shock.
yeah. Your personal health. If you're healthy and well trained in cold waters, then
And blubber.
yeah. That's not what I mean with well trained. But then it is manageable, but it's still a risk.
Yeah.
That's why we always say never swim alone, or at least let somebody know where you are when you go in the water. Because when you're not returning, they can always say, "Here's when you went in," and
Exactly.
at this
And
time.
they can work out where you might go,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
where to pick your sodden liche up. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, just be careful. Respect the sea. If you don't respect the sea, it won't respect
Absolutely.
you back. And have a safe holiday. The shallows are good. All the tourist beaches, especially the blue flag beaches, are great. And have a great time in the sea. But don't overstretch yourself. Never go beyond the breakwaters unless you're a professional. And even if you are a professional, as Christian
It's still-
says, make sure
it's
you got
still- yeah.
buddy principle. And we just certainly hope that nothing ever happens to you or your loved ones, because there has been a lot of drownings lately. In fact,
And
it's amazing. In fact, they don't drown; they die of heart attack, most of them.
and overestimate themselves.
Yes, I think that's it. Webby's on. Webby, boom! I'm here. Neil Davidson's on. Hi, Neil. As soon as Webby's on now, I'm done. I might as well just turn off because he'll just take over now. Hi, Neil Rigger and Tricia Slater's on. Chris, hey Tony, what's the temperature of the sea around the island?
I believe now it's around 22, and later on in August it's 24, 23, 24. But that's
I
like
think
you said, it's
very
it's the
rarely
max.
gets over 24.
And but now I believe it's about 22.
But if you're in the shallows, in the breakwaters, then it's quite warm.
Yeah, then it's when you go to Torviskas or that kind
Vanja
of
Bay.
beaches. Yeah, they are shallow and they are sheltered from the sea. They have built some dams to break the waves, and so there isn't a lot
Make
of
you feel at home,
cold
you see.
water. Yeah,
The Dutch. I wasn't pointing it. I was putting the finger in the dam.
Yeah. Oh, the story
The
about
story about the boy. Where did that come
about the
from?
boy. I don't know. Van het jongetje met zijn vinger in de dijk.
Is in the dike, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very old.
It's a very old story.
I think it's more famous in Britain than it is in Holland, maybe.
I don't know if they teach it anymore.
No.
I used to hear the story when I was young, but
About the boy with the finger in the dike.
I'm looking it up.
No, we'll get them to look it up.
Ja, Jesse, zoek het op.
Look at the picture of the dike.
Jongetje, vinger in de dijk. Een verhaal.
So how do you say the boy with the finger in the dike? The jongen met de vinger in de dijk.
Met de vinger in de dijk.
It's just English, really. Drunk.
But the Dutch and water is yeah, they are stick together.
Yeah.
And,
Seafaring folk.
Yeah.
Seafaring folk.
And the Dutch maritime knowledge or nautical knowledge is spread around all the in the world.
Yeah. In fact, they're honorary British, the Dutch.
Yeah. Well,
does anybody want another drink? I'm going to have another one of these.
No, not me.
Otra latte de tónica cero para mí, por favor.
No, we had a big flood in '53.
Yeah.
When great parts of
Sí, el mismo.
when great parts of the Netherlands were flooded.
Yeah.
And almost close to where I live.
Mm-hmm.
The hero of Haarlem.
That's him.
That's the story of 1850.
So long ago.
It was a stormy afternoon. There was a small hole in the dike.
Now you got to say, it was a stormy afternoon, and there was a hole in the dike. We don't know whether they were going to survive. And the hero of Haarlem came and stuck his finger in the dike and saved the village.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Was there a picture?
Yeah, not really.
Not really.
Just an art drawing.
An artist's impression.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jesse.
No problem.
There you go.
Yeah.
Researcher. Got my own research on the channel now. There you go.
And then
Ian Gray's on. Tim, I'm tired of telling my wife not to bother taking a swimsuit in January. You can actually swim in January, but as you say, don't go out. Don't go out. Any update on the French bakery, Tim? Says Gavin Varma. I did the film, and but then she said they'd already got somebody interested. And the film that I did wasn't that good, to tell you the truth. It was low light, and I was using my 360-degree camera, and it didn't come out as professional as I wanted. So I wanted to go back and film again, or do some more footage. And they said, oh, we might have a buyer. So it's definitely closing on the 1st of November.
I don't know if people can see it, but there's a statue. A statue of the boy with the finger.
Oh, the boy with the finger in the dike. Oh, there you go. I'll put a link up here. So if you send me the link, Christian, I'll
do.
Ik zend hem wel naar jou.
Yeah. British man found alive after being missing in Tenerife for 9 months. Oh my gosh. How is the Palmer, Tim? Any updates on the wildfires? Only what I've read, really, and it's the same as what you've read. The wildfires are, I mean, we get these every year, but I don't think we've got any loss of life. Gracias, Jose.
A colleague of mine is always going to La Palma.
Yeah.
And she's coming next Friday.
Okay.
And luckily, the house she stays in is far enough from the forest fires.
So she's not affected?
No, she's not affected up till now. And
yeah.
I don't know if it's under control yet, but I truly hope so.
Hi, Ali. Thank you so much for your generosity last time. That was really good. Thank you so much. Tina Rigby's on. Thank you for your generosity. Anne-Marie. Same. Tim, under your influence and promotion, I subscribe Webby Sports channel, telling me he owes you a drink for being a good sales rep. Haha, Larry. Larry, thank you so much for doing that. And tell all your friends, Webby Sports Roundup. I'm going to put one out this week about Wrexham as well. So we just got the new update, latest update on Wrexham. Any cloud cover because of the fires? We're not affected, I don't think.
No.
I can't see the cloud from here. Not like the volcano when it erupted. We could see that from here. But the fires, we can't really see much. Sometimes we do get a bit of a darker cloud cover, and Chris Todd from CD Tenerife, we were interviewing him on Saturday morning, was it? Or Friday morning. And he said that was probably coming from La Palma, but I couldn't see it, so I don't really know.
To be honest, the last days I can't even see La Palma.
No.
It's you can't see La Gomera. This morning it was, yeah, you could see La Palma pretty well this morning, but no, like now, it's too hazy.
You won't be able to see it from here because our coast points towards the left of La Gomera.
Oh, okay, so it's behind the...
So it's behind the buildings here. So in Playa Paraiso, you'll be able to see La Palma looking that way.
Yeah, right behind that,
Right.
you can see La Palma
But
sometimes, but...
Right here now is just the left tip of La Gomera, right ahead of us. You can't even see that one, but
No.
but our coast is slightly skewed, so we can't see La Palma at all. At any time of the year. Neil Davis says Cleo Flynn was on the Radio 5 Live this morning at 6:25 talking about the forest fires around the Canary Islands. Yeah, Cleo's one of the... she's the Adeje Communications Manager, and she does the English language website for Adeje Council, but also she's a professional journalist from Ireland, and she's worked for RTE, and which is like the BBC of Ireland. And so whenever anything is to do with the Canary Islands and they want an English language, then Cleo's your go-to. In fact, sometimes she can't do it and she asks me to do it, and I always find an excuse to say no. For the simple reason is that you've got to speak Spanish as well, not just English language. And yes, Mouse says, Charlie, we don't see the clouds from the fire here. Good job, man.
Yeah, he's now learning English, and he's doing pretty well.
He is good, yeah. The more you listen to it, the better you get.
Sometimes I give children the tip, if you know a movie very well, you've seen it hundreds of times, see it again and then turn off the underscore.
The subtitles.
Subtitles.
Yeah.
So without subtitles, because you know what's going to be said, and then you hear it.
You know, I think that more Dutch people speak English because they don't dub into Dutch.
No, they don't.
You have American and British movies in English with subtitles.
And in German.
In German, they dub it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's just like the old TV show Bonanza, you know,
yeah.
with Hoss and Lorne Green, and it was always funny when my uncle was living in Germany when I was young. He'd say, "Yeah, we have Bonanza. We watch Bonanza in German, you know, and it's was ist los, Hoss? Alles klar, Pa."
Yeah. I don't know why they do it. I still.
I think it's, you know, there's lots of actors that have become very famous. In fact, let me get this straight. Christina's brother's wife's brother, is that right? Yeah. He came up to me the first time I met him, and he did the voice of the German actor that plays Humphrey Bogart.
Oh, serious?
Schau mich in die Augen, Kleiner. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that amazed me because the German actor that does Humphrey Bogart's voice was more famous than Humphrey Bogart.
But that's how I learned my English.
Watching movies.
Watching movies and not the school English, but
right.
but the street English, and that's by watching movies and just turning the subtitles off. And and mostly from films I know from
way
begin
back
to
when.
the end. Yeah. For instance, now Top Gun Maverick I've seen now 20 times, I believe.
Was he good?
Yeah.
I saw Top Gun when it
it's
came out.
movie.
I saw Top Gun when it came out, but I've not seen it. There's three now, is it? Or is it just two?
No, two.
Okay, I saw the first one then, but I only saw it when it came out.
And the second one, I believe it won 7 Oscars.
Really?
Last time.
Wow.
So it's really an amazing movie.
I even watched Shrek in Spanish.
You watch Shrek in Spanish? Yeah?
I understood everything.
Yeah? Muy bien.
Maybe that's also a way to learn Spanish.
It is, yeah. Well, don't listen to Spanish daytime TV though. It's terrible. It is terrible.
Speaking very fast.
Very fast, and the novellas, the telenovelas, yeah, it's like the soap operas. It drags you in, you know. It drags you in. Maria, Maria. Cole's Place is on. Charlie, what's your ambition and dream to go for it? You don't. Yeah, exactly. Ray Duffy's on, all right, Ray. We got 110 people watching. All good, thanks, Charlie, says Cole. You got to give us an update on the presentations that Saf did this morning. Tina's asking whereabouts is Noord-Brabant.
Yeah. Yeah, Tina asked where I was from.
Don't give you your address, Jessie.
No.
No address.
Friend in Rotterdam.
Oh, from Rotterdam. You know, you don't have to answer that. You can answer right there now.
Yeah, I know that. I'm not typing. He's the one.
He's
the one
typing, is he?
typing.
I don't see any things. WEBBY Sports Round. Larry, easy, my son. Even writes like a Cockney. It's from Gloucester. He writes like a Cockney.
Well, Tina, Rotterdam is about, I believe, 40 minutes from where I live. 40 minutes south of Rotterdam. That's where I live.
I never understood that. You know, they used to say that in America. You know, how far's Washington D.C. from Richmond? It's 2 hours. How do they know how fast I'm driving?
When you go the normal allowed speed, it's about 40 minutes.
And what is the normal allowed speed on Autobahn in Holland?
Yeah, since a few years, it's turned back to 100 now.
Oh,
Between 6 in the morning and 7 in the evening.
yeah.
And because of the climate change, they wanted to slow
So
people
100
down.
kilometers is what, 60 miles an hour?
Something like that.
On a motorway.
On a motorway.
Wow.
They still can't do it in Germany.
No, Germany.
They
Well,
must be so mad.
the thing is
Yeah.
that in Germany, people say there's no speed limit on the autobahn, but
there is.
But
Drive 150?
120 is the normal, right?
Yeah.
So there's very rarely in and around a town that you can go faster than 120.
There are a few roads you can, but that also has the problem that your insurance isn't paying for it.
So yeah, so they say you were driving erratically
Yeah.
or dangerously. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's at your own risk. You can drive it. You don't get a ticket if you drive 150.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're causing an accident,
Then your insurance won't pay.
no.
Same with drinking and driving. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've been to Rotterdam. Love the architecture there, says Tina.
Yeah.
Angry Velo's on, right, Graham? Terry Nell's on. Is the darts on tonight, mate? Terry's WEBBY's Oppo, and he always says we need to get more viewers for Terry's Terry's Roundup, for WEBBY Sports Roundup. Yeah. So he said he wants a women's topless darts team. So he always asks me whether the darts are on tonight.
And Tina, have you seen those square buildings from Rotterdam? I don't know if you know it. We have some square buildings in Rotterdam placed next to each other, but they're pointing down. So the point is down.
So the roof is at the bottom.
No. How do you say it? You take a cube
Yeah.
and you set it on a point.
Okay, gotcha.
That's the way all those buildings are built.
Really?
And, so I've
Crazy
never,
architecture.
Yeah, I've never been inside of one of these houses, but I always wondered how are they? You can't put a closet against the wall because the walls are
And you can't eat soup.
So I always wondered what's inside. But
Well, that's going to be your first vlog.
if Tina's been there, she has to know.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, square house as she saw it. Yeah. And they have a bridge they call the Swan.
The Swan. What's swan in Dutch?
The Swan.
Birgit Faller, ich meine, Sie können Ihr Telefon anstecken, nicht könnte.
Kijk.
Oh, you got a couple of... Christina's mum's moving today. And so she's now got 9 WhatsApp messages from Birgit.
The famous Erasmusbrug.
Okay, we've got the telephone number and we got some pictures of the room. I'll show you when I get home, okay?
Yeah.
So she hasn't called, she sent you all per WhatsApp, okay? There you go, I said she would. Well,
Yeah, oh, it's gone. I got some pictures from the Erasmusbrug. And
Yep.
to be honest, I'm not so fond of Rotterdam, but to be honest, the bridge is amazing.
we're just talking to Cole's place. Tim's one of the masters, says Cole, of what? Speaking, not as good as Tim though. God, what happened there? Well done, Saf. Cole's place, love your Tenerife vlogs. Just started watching a few. Not as good as not, my vlogs are all to do with you guys. You know, I mean, I go on walks and meetups, but the Cole's vlogs are works of art. You've got to go and see the ones he did discovering the mountain, the guy on the mountain and stuff. So the ones, I mean, Cole always likes to have stories.
Okay, that's the famous.
Oh wow!
Erasmusbrug.
Can I show this?
Yeah, you can show.
This is Rotterdam, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. That's 40 minutes, depending on how fast you drive, from where Christian lives. So let's get Ray Duffy. Thank you so much for the coffee. I'll have that tomorrow morning. Anne's on Rotterdam. Stayed with a friend who used to live there. Okay. Alan's homemade blogs on. Evening, everyone. Just in. Speed King saying not as good as Tim. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Terry Nell, is a darts on tonight, mate? Daytime TV is also terrible. Oh, probably. I haven't watched daytime TV in Britain a long time. I see a lot of German daytime TV because there's little girl in our house that sort of turns it on and watches. She's laughing her head off here. So Christian,
Yes.
we started talking about that, then we went on tangents and everything. You arrived on Friday, you say, Saturday?
No, Saturday.
Right, and how long are you staying for?
For 15 days.
15 days. So you're going to get all the different types of weather. You're going to get all the types
Absolutely.
of. The hotel is full, all inclusive, right?
Yeah, it's all inclusive.
Okay. But do you go out for dinner as well sometimes?
Yeah, if we're out, sometimes we take the car and we drive somewhere. We don't always have a goal. We just step in the car and just drive. Oh, we've never been to this road, and let's see where we end up. And if we are late, yeah, then we go eat outside. But most of the times we're back because the evening is coming very quickly here.
Yeah.
And so most of the times we're in the hotel in time.
And what's the food like there?
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's always the same, and I have to agree a bit on that. But there is so much of it. So if you choose to eat the same every day, because there is a lot you can choose from, and to be honest, I think 80-90% is the same every day. But it's your choice if you eating the same thing, because there.
So basically, you could say, okay, I'm only going to take from the left of the buffet today, and the middle of the buffet tomorrow, and the right of the buffet
Yeah.
after that.
But if
And
you
then we-
always are
Egg, bacon, sausage, tomato for bread, and then
then
Yeah.
it's 2 weeks the same. But they have also they have 3 thematic restaurants. They have an Italian restaurant, they have a grill restaurant, and they have an Asian restaurant.
do they you have to pay that or just book it?
No, you just book it,
Okay.
and you can go there a few times in a week, and so that gives some variation. So if
And
people
your
say-
VIPs, do you get special treatment?
I don't know. I think when I think there are always a few spaces. They always keep a few spaces behind for
platinum members.
when we are coming.
What colour is it? It is platinum.
Silver.
Is there a gold as well?
They told me last year. I've met a man over there, and he said, and we asked him the same question. They also have gold, and he said, yeah, but that doesn't. In this hotel, it doesn't have any effect. So silver or gold is the same thing.
It's the same thing. Andrew Horseman, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donation there. Have a couple of drinks. We will. Thank you. We're waiting for 4 darts ladies in Monty's. Other teams just turned up. What are you doing in Monty's? We're here.
And you were talking about the vlogs. So some people have a story, and you are just into people. And I also like the walk videos because for me it's even when I'm in Holland, it feels like I'm a bit part of me is here.
Really?
When I'm looking at the videos.
So are you thinking of moving eventually, retiring here maybe?
Oh, absolutely. We're fantasizing about that.
Yeah. And what would stop you moving tomorrow, apart from yesterday?
Now, well, that's the main thing, and
it's all your fault, man.
I think when now I'm working and I have a great life in the Netherlands, but after my work,
do you want to talk about that? What do you do?
I'm working on a school. I work with children after school time.
Okay.
And between school time, so between the lunchtime.
Okay.
And some and yeah, that I'm working not full time, but that's the main thing I do.
So you can't do that online, no?
No,
you have to be present.
No, I have to be over there. And that's why you talked about those people who aren't here. Yeah, the company. I don't get why the company would have a problem with people working.
I don't think the company has
here.
a problem. I think I don't know why. I don't know why she doesn't want to know that or he could be he doesn't know whether she's going to be there. But yeah, I was saying that now they've got the digital nomad visa here now. So even if you're not European, you can actually stay longer now. So a lot of Brits could take the opportunity after Brexit to come to Spain on the digital nomad visa, and that means.
Made a video about it a few weeks ago. So if you didn't watch it and you want to know it, look back for I think 2 weeks ago.
Me?
Yeah, you did it. You did a video.
I did. I talked about it.
Where you explained it.
Yeah.
So you can look it up.
We will.
But
are you sure that wasn't? Are you sure that wasn't?
No,
it was me.
Yeah, it was you.
It must have been on live though, because I haven't done it.
It was a live.
Oh, was it?
Live,
Okay,
and there were some questions about it. And,
okay. It wasn't the whole video about it.
No.
I was going to say I can't remember doing a video about that, but we did talk about it. We did talk about it. Yeah. Give it 10 minutes, Webby. I'll surely be here. Can the Dutch fella play darts, Tim? The Birds team are 1 player short. You're not really in Monte Cristos, are you, Terry? Because I'd be down like a shot if you really were.
Oh, if he wants to go at me, I'll give him a run for his money.
You play darts?
Well, do I play darts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he good?
Yeah.
So let me know if you're on the island.
No, Monte Cristos doesn't even have a dartboard, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Well,
He's talking about the topless women's team, he's saying. There's a bit of banter, mate, a bit of banter. This is Meetup Monday serious. Van Gerwen and Barney, he must be good. It's in the blood, Terry. Van Gerwen and Barney. Are these famous darts players?
yeah, Raymond van Barneveld is called Barney.
Yeah.
He used to have a shirt with Barney on it.
Okay.
Barney from Flintstones.
Oh, Barney,
And-
the purple
the carrot-
dinosaur.
No. No, the
Oh, Barney Rubble.
Barney Rubble. Yeah,
Barney Rubble.
Barney
And what's Barney Rubble called in Dutch?
I don't know. I believe they don't change the names.
No.
In
You know what he's called in German?
No.
Barney Grülheimer.
That's why I don't like the dubs in German. Or the,
Barney Grülheimer.
when
And what's
I'm-
Fred Flintstone called?
Oh, kijk, Barney is ook een...
Fred Feuerstein.
Oh yeah, the Barney. Oh yeah. That's also a purple dinosaur.
Yeah.
From
But
the kids channel.
That's right, but that's not the Flintstones.
No.
Fred Feuerstein and Barney Grülheimer.
But
And what's Bam Bam called?
because Raymond,
Barney Rubble, there you go.
we had Raymond van Barneyveld. Yeah, Barney. Nee. And Raymond van Barneyveld. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like Barney. So that was his darts name. And we have Michael van Gerwen, and he was a few years world champion.
Really?
One of the best dart players.
Cool dudes. I didn't know anybody played darts other than Brits and Americans.
He knocked Phil Taylor off.
Really?
Yeah. It was at the end of the days of Phil Taylor, and then Michael van Gerwen came up.
What was it? Jockey Wilson, I remembered, from the 70s. And that's about it, really.
And they got Paul Lim. And I don't know.
I only watched darts when my granddad was watching it, so when he died, that was it. I stopped watching
A
darts.
few years ago, it was quite popular in the Netherlands to
Yeah.
watch, but last years, no, not
And do you have real dart boards in the Netherlands, or are these electronic ones?
both. But
Yeah.
I prefer the real dart.
The real dart board, yeah.
Got a real number.
In Malaysia, the Nomad Digital is for 1 year visa. It's going to be implemented this year. Can be renewed when expiring. Same here. It's a year one, but I think it's renewable up to 5 years. That's pretty good. People in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but people in Abu Dhabi do. That is the best joke I've ever heard
Yeah, it's funny.
today. Vinny, people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but people in Abu Dhabi do. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I've never played darts, says Graham.
Very quick.
Pointless, he says, pointless.
Very quick.
Oh my God. And you're that Dutch fella now. This is Christian Mouse. Right, Christian, what else are we going to talk about? So we've done about the food, and we've done about
We've
the
done
doing
about
up
the
of it.
hotel. We've done about
What
the
else?
area.
That's what I want to know. How many swimming pools are there, and are they all the same, or is there some sort of like special swimming pools?
We have 5 swimming pools. We have 4 big pools. And one of the pools is used by sports every day. So when they play water polo, water volley, and all that kind of
Or
activities.
fitness?
Yeah, that's one pool they're using for that. And the other 3 pools are just for swimming. And one of those 3 pools is just an adult pool. So when you don't like kids
Jumping around.
and playing with balls, etc., you can go to the adult pool and just
I always wanted to go as an adult to the adult pool and throw a ball and jump around and splash. I say, hey, what are you doing? It's adult pool. I'm an adult.
yeah.
Well, act like one.
And the 5th pool is a small pool. I believe it's only knee deep.
For a paddling pool?
Yeah, for
babies
little
or
kids and.
Is there any pools on the roofs?
No.
No?
There are no. The Victoria Hotel has in.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
So, we've walked up last year when we were in Plaza del Duque, and you see that hotel.
They have an infinity pool here as well, in the Mind.
Yeah, we have the Dunas of the Rio also has an infinity pool, but not on the top.
Not on the roof.
Not
Okay.
on the roof. But, an acquaintance of mine was in the Victoria Hotel.
Uh-huh.
So I always was wondering, and I don't know if it's true, but the acquaintance told me that the up pool, is when you look up, that's a naked pool. So you have to go in naked there.
No,
and nudist.
no.
They told, but I
A nudist
couldn't-
pool.
Yeah, nudist pool. And I say I can't. Then so when you're swimming there, people could, but it's I couldn't believe it, but
It's not true.
They said it was, but
It's not true. Webby's saying Van Gerwen is out first round.
yeah, he's not so good anymore as what he was. Well, I think about 5 years ago, yeah, you're not into darts, but he threw over 130 each. Yeah, how do you
Each
say?
dart.
No, not each dart, but
Each three darts. There you go. I know you can get.
And that's an average for 130, 135 in tournaments. So it's
Last time I played darts, I got a 20. Then I threw again, and it hit the dart and bounced down into the triple 20. Right, so that was 60.
yeah.
And then I hit it again, and it hit the end of the dart. It spun off, and it killed this nun. And the guy says, "1 nun dead and 80."
I knew there was something coming like that. Okay.
I'll get blocked now
Yeah.
for violence. Terry, no panic over Fran's on her way. Well, good old Fran. What's it called? Avi. Avi, says Fran. Tiggertown has a roof pool and a separate nudist area, but you cannot go in the pool naked. I found that, why not? If you can lie around naked, why can't you go in naked? I don't know. And Toyota Man Net Ye. It's fine to see this family from Holland. Greets to Christian, Mariska and Jesse.
I think I know who that is.
You know it? Toyota Man?
I think it's my nephew.
Hello, nephew.
I think it's Boston, but
There you go.
has to be.
Don't out him. Don't out him on my...
I'll
Who is it?
expose him.
Who is it? Or
No,
expose him?
he has surgery last week, so
Okay.
I hope he's okay now.
I hope you're okay. Your funny bone seems to be good.
No.
Is there a reason you're a magician and not a comedian, Tim? I was looking at my old tax forms. German wants to see my old tax forms for some reason. I think they want money off me. And I had to send them, and I am a character, humorist, and illusionist. So I'm a professional comedian.
Was that illusionist or magician?
There was no magician. You couldn't pick magician in the Spanish.
Okay.
You had to be a character. I can tell you exactly what it is because I sent them an email, and it'll be in here, won't it? Sent. Poxleitner, there you go.
Because I work with children, like I said, and I always love to do magic, and the ones I like the most is the impromptu. So you can do at any time.
At any time, yeah. Oh, go on then. Do us a trick.
I don't have one. No.
Well, you said impromptu.
Yeah, I've had the one you did last time with Jesse with the coin.
Uh-huh.
He did it. It was flabbergasted.
You like it?
Flabbergasted.
Here we go. Humoristas, caricatos y excéntricos.
Yeah.
That's what I'm, a professional one of those. Oh, I got to, oh! I got to do it like this and block our faces, because then it'll because if it's on a face, it won't. It's not going to work.
It doesn't really focus.
No, it'll only focus on a face automatically. Anyway, it says humoristas, caricatos, and excéntricos.
Now, last year in the hotel, sometimes we play cards in the
2015.
hotel. And last year I did a trick. We were about 15 people, I believe. I think about 10, 15 people around the table, and I did a trick. I got the cards, and I riffled the cards, and I said, you said stop at any time. They stop. I'll show them them cards, show them back, put the cards back. They look into my eyes, and
you tell them what it was.
And tell them what it was.
Amazing.
And
Kreskin.
you know, I'm sure you know how it's done.
There are many ways. There are many methods.
But those people, they were stunned, and they said, "Come, then let's try again." So, oh, okay, you say stop, and I show them the card and put it back, and
Right, I'll show you a trick now, okay? I'll show you a trick now. Pick 3 items on the table. Just name the 3 items. Which 3 do you want?
glass, camera.
Oh, you can't pick the camera, I'm afraid. You can only pick something that you can pick up in your hand.
Okay, glass, can, and how do you say it?
Beer mat.
Beer mat. Beer mat?
Beer mat.
Beer mat.
Beer?
Yeah,
mat.
I know. I don't want my beer on it. My glass, okay, but
Okay. So, and just one moment. So, and what I'm doing now, ladles and jelly spoons, is I'm making a prediction. Okay, my prediction is locked in the phone. I cannot change it. I want you to change the order of these 3 things.
okay.
Or leave them where they are. But I want you to put them in an order that you want. Okay, you happy with that? Relax. Okay, relax. I want you to pick any 2 items up in your hands. Any 2. One in your right hand, one in your left hand. And give one to me. Okay?
Yep.
No, keep it.
Oh, keep it.
No,
okay.
you've given one to me.
Yeah,
Okay? Which one do you have?
the can.
And what does my prediction say?
Oh, yeah.
Also can.
Round of applause.
Thank you so much. Impromptu. We didn't discuss this before.
No, absolutely not.
He knows how it's done, of course. Ladles and jelly spoons.
Talk about it in a few minutes.
Well, actually, we're going to finish now. Mariska, do you want to come and say hello?
Yeah.
Come here.
And yes,
Come here. Come.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining me today. I've known this family for maybe 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, I believe 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. This is Jesse. How's your English coming along, Jesse? Good?
A little bit.
Average. Average. This is Mariska, which named after a paella. And Christian the mouse.
Yeah.
And Tim and Christina, she says, leave me here. She says, I'm quite happy.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Do you want to come in? Do you want to come in the picture? Let me just get rid of this bag. It's going to end in tears, I tell you. It's going to end up in tears.
It's a bit quiet. No one showed up today. No one.
You did.
Yeah, I did, but
There you go. Christina's going to come behind us now. In the middle.
can you get that? You saved the spot. Kijk.
Okay.
Here she is.
No.
There's little me.
So everybody in. Everybody
Yes,
in the
kom.
picture.
Jij moet nog naast mama. Ja, zo kan het ook.
Yeah. You got to lean a bit more forward, Chris. There you go.
Kijk.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim down for Living Them in Tenerife, together with Christina, Mariska, Jesse and Christian. And we thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Tomorrow morning, the walk, 9 o'clock. Don't be late. See you. Wouldn't want to be you. There you go.
Bye-bye.
I don't know how to do this. Extra thing and support the